So it's quite a triangle is a very important sacred geometry symbol, and a lot of the sacred geometry patterns are triangle oriented. At least between now well, from now on, that's the predominant one. Doesn't mean that the flower of life or any of the other symbols lose their strength. It's just that the triangle right now is the one that is a magnet for the new attuned cosmic energies. So we have three start of adventures around the sun today, and a very powerful celebration of incarnation in this human form. So, what I'm guided today is to really for us to presence the energy of the sun in the center of our circle. And imagine that that energy of that sun is there. And just like sun is, you can have seeds and nothing will occur. It's a combination of the earth, water, sun that actually gets that germination to start to occur, in the soil particularly. And it was quite interesting. I picked up my grandson from school, and he's very excited to get home. Today, he decided he was going to talk to me about the clouds and about the trees and about ask me, why is this tree brown here and green there? You know, and it was interesting. He really was curious about that. And it got me very present to how much there is. What an eclectic mix of richness we live through every moment of our life. And I was already told that the sun, which is our central sun, as well as the grand central sun, was very present in the energies of both of those suns were very present with us today. So that's what we will be presencing in our midst, and we will see how that supports us. We are still going through a new level of nuance in terms of deep inner healing. There's a huge body of work that got done in terms of clearing out and cleansing out energies that take the human out of humanity. And I think I shared a little bit on Saturday, and I shared more with the Ascended and Descended Masters group on Sunday. And we did a very big body of work, really removing any anchors that may be there that draws humans to the annihilation of humanity. And there were about 7 different layers that were there. We achieved a clearing out of 2 of those layers, and then we did another body of work with Ken, who's in Thailand and has got a very specific deep connection to Cambodia, Indonesia, and Southern America. And then Ellen, my own spiritual mentor, and I, we did some more work on it today. So we still have about 3 layers that are left. But as the clearing takes place, it's as if there is a part of us that had accepted this annihilation as of humanity by humans as something that we didn't have any control over. And that literally shut off a part of us and has always prevented us from full spectrum healing of ourselves. So, presencing the energy of the sun and the grand central sun. And we have the triangle. Joni's here, wishing you a very beautiful first breath day in this incarnation. We have the 3 adventurers who are beginning their next round around the sun here. The triangle is complete. And we have the triangle of the sun, the earth, and water. And we are in the bubble surrounded by air, all the elements and the elementals, their energy is there with us. And I'm just seeing these lights pulsating behind me. They actually respond to voice. And they choose different colors. So they've chosen my favorite colors to show up. So if my grandson is there and he's screaming and running around, they're usually red and green and orange. So this tone of voice is these colors. How beautiful. Okay, so let's begin the journey. Let's begin the journey with our sun and the energy of the grand central sun. So get yourself to be comfortable. Your feet are on the floor. Drop your hands on either side of you. Turn your palms forward. Stretch your fingers a little. The middle of your feet are connected to the core of the earth. The tips of your fingers are connected to the core of the earth. The base of your spine is connected to the core of the earth. And it's as if these golden cords are just pulling into the center, into the core of the earth. There's like a vacuum suction that's already begun. Just push your feet to the floor a little. And as you do, your back goes back, shoulders drop down, the back of your crown lifts up a little. That double chin disappears. And your neck feels really light on top of your shoulders. Now you can lift your hands and put them on top of your thighs with your palms turned upwards. I am at my son's place, so we may hear a little bit of crying or something of babies outside. My daughter-in-law is with them, so they are safe. Notice your shoulders at the back, the shoulder blades just pulling at you a little. So your chest is stretching out. And as your chest stretching out, it's such a nano stretch that is literally opening up the lungs, and the stickiness that may have, presenced itself in the lung sac, it's just disappearing, and your lung sacs are plumping up with every breath you take. So you may feel like coughing a little just as that stickiness releases, and you may not. And we are all here standing in a circle. And each one of you who's there in your first breath day, you are in a space whole and complete, beginning your journey around the sun again. And this time you're really receiving the celebration with the sun's own light. The sunlight comes with a whole host of things. Even though it just feels like light, it is rich in a number of important ingredients and alchemic catalysts that bring about aliveness in any life whatsoever. We as humans have not related to the sun in this way. So as a result, the only catalyst we receive, should we choose to, is the one that enables our bodies to absorb vitamin D and therefore has an impact on calcium, magnesium, sodium, and potassium balance. The sun, in fact, has many more catalysts. So today we are actually going to allow ourselves to receive physiologically all of those catalysts. And they will lodge themselves and presence themselves in our field. So the alchemic reactions will begin. There's like a clarifying layer that has occurred, that has been revealed as we come out of this last slipstream. So it still feels a little bit hazy, but that's only because there's a different environment through which we are seeing the world. So our eyes are still focusing in this new environment. So there we are, standing in a circle. Each one of you, each one of us, and all of us together are plugged into the different parts of the world that we have ever traveled to in this incarnation. And so, in presencing the energies of those parts of the world, we are also presencing the connections and invoking and reactivating the connectors between people from these different parts of the world. And that's opening up a whole new layer of connections to a whole new set of parts of the world that we are connected to. So just like when the sun rises, in no time at all, it just shines through whatever is present, and it's light. It's lit up and light. And as light comes in, living beings come alive. And it's like a lightness comes in to being. So right now we are just presencing our connections and our connectors. And as we're doing that, we are very, very present to the expansiveness of our being. And like Ashaji, you talked about, you were awake throughout, feeling the flow and flow as we went through the end of this slipstream. I was in that space too, and there were many things that were passing through that that could easily take us out of our flow. But I also saw in doing so the sensations in my body as those out of flow things were passing through. It's given me unwavering confidence and a knowing that anything that is not conducive, my cells now know not to allow it to penetrate my being in any way at all. So I can be present in the toughest of environments and not get affected, impacted, and definitely not consumed by it. And that gift of that knowing is spreading through my web of connections to each one of you. And through you, those that are connected to you are also getting a sliver of that. And if that applies to me, I too am receiving from each one of you the gift of you. As that is spreading. So we are first engaged in this magical gift exchange, receiving and sharing our gifts with each other. And right now, just allow yourself to receive, just allow yourself to share, and allow that gift exchange to occur without necessarily knowing what it is that you are sharing or what it is that you are receiving. You can have your time to unwrap your presence. And we have the three apexes of this wonderful first breath day women, the triangle that's there, and the beams of their light are shining very bright. As they have the power and the gift to multiply these gifts that we have shared. Your scale and level of generosity is what is getting multiplied. And for that generosity to play out, your gifts and talents are to be multiplied. So feel that feeling. What does it feel like connecting to your gifts and talents? And what does it feel like seeing them multiplied, multiple fold, as you receive those gifts and talents that are being shared with you just by your Beyond Meditation family? And as you continue your generosity and you share what you have received with others that you have connected with, some you may know, some you may not know, some you may be close to, some you may not be close to, and you just generously share, and a gift exchange gets triggered there too. And you start receiving their gifts and talents. Notice the either side of your lips being tugged and pulled up in a smile. Notice the muscles of your cheeks as they are engaged in making the smile even bigger. And now you're ready to even look at the sun, the energy of our sun in our center of our circle. And as you're looking at the sun in the center of our circle, just like we used to draw the sun when we were little, we used to draw these rays coming out of the sun. Each one of us has one of the rays that becomes our track of the sun ray. And you just find yourself on your track. And now this ray of the sun is expanding you, and we are all being moved to literally the edge of our entire planet. And we have our entire planet in the center of our circle. And there we are held by the warmth and the solidity and the gravitas and the expansiveness of the ray of the sun on which we are standing. You look to your right, you look to your left, and you see each of us with our big beaming smiles. Right there next to you, we don't have to hold hands because we already are connected. And we are connected with this huge ball, fiery ball of the sun in the center. The sun itself, our central sun, is quite hot. The grand central sun, on the other hand, is very cold. So it's as if all of us together, our entire circle, is encapsulated in the energy of the grand central sun. So we receive the warmth, we benefit from the warmth, and we have the coolness that keeps us in perfect temperature. And as you experience that, it's as if you've become an observer and you are observing through the rays of the sun as they're going in and out of every cell of your body. It's like every cell is connecting to its own gift. Every cell is a gift to us. Every cell multiplies the giftedness of our being. And as you recognize that you have so many cells in your body, your own gift and talent that you connected with exists and is continually multiplied, multi-million fold in each moment. You feel even more expanded and grounded in the reality of who you truly are. Add to it your recognition of you as a human with the innate vibration of love, the frequency of love being an amplifying frequency, amplifying everything you have just discovered in yourselves. Notice your breath. Take a deep breath in. Notice this breath going up your third eye on top of your crown, the back of your head in the center of your spine, all the way down to your tailbone, all the way down the back of your legs to the middle of your legs. And as you breathe out, the breath out is being released through the middle of your legs. Another deep breath in. Breathe out. It's being released through the middle of your legs. Reconnect to that beam of your smile again. Reconnect to that feeling in your cheekbones as that smile has become even bigger. Feel the warmth of the sun. Experience that wonderful cool breeze from the grand central sun that is invoking and activating your thermostat within. And as you do that, notice your cheeks lifting that smile even higher, and now swallow that smile. And as you swallow that smile, it goes within you, and you've already connected to every cell in your being and the talents and gifts that each cell holds and represents and is now ready to share and is now smiling. You have these beautiful little dots as eyes in every cell, and a dot as a nose, and a huge, big, smiley face. And we are sharing those trillions and trillions of smiley faces with our sun. We're giving this gift of smiles back to the sun. So as it shines its light, it's spreading those smiles like little bubbles. But there are so many of them. Every human on the planet is like being bombarded by these smile bubbles. And of course, you're receiving them too. And it's further accentuating your smile. It's a grand celebration of aliveness. And as you experience this grand celebration of aliveness, there's a lightness of being in the bounciness of your cells. And in this lightness of being, it's allowing the sunlight to go to those dark places where there may be some lurking physiological situations or defects, or little clusters of bacteria or viruses that may be impacting us, or fungus. And they too are flushed with this light. And in being flushed with the light, it's transforming your terrain. Your terrain is really filled with this light, which is being attuned as we speak. As we go into the human vibe attunement, that attunement of your inner light is taking place to you, each one of you. The human vibe attunement amplifies it with this beautiful catalyst of the vibe of love. And your body starts to recalibrate. The vibe that we have just experienced is the vibe of rejoicing. And with that anchored in trust as a stake in the ground, let's now breathe in to the count of 9, hold to the count of 4, breathe out to the count of 6. So breathe in 9, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold 2, 3, 4. Breathe out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe in 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold 2, 3, 4. Breathe out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe in 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold 2, 3, 4. Breathe out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Focus your attention on your heart, breathing in and out of your heart. Breathe in love, kindness, and compassion. Breathe out gratitude and peace. Breathe in love, kindness, and compassion. Breathe out gratitude and peace. Breathe in love, kindness, and compassion. Breathe out gratitude and peace. And repeat after me. I acknowledge myself as a human. I receive myself as a human. I accept myself as a human. I acknowledge myself as a human. I receive myself as a human. I accept myself as a human. I acknowledge myself as a human. I receive myself as a human. I accept myself as a human. I acknowledge myself as a human. I receive myself as a human. I accept myself as a human. Honoring your presence in this human form, infused with the innate vibration of love, amplifying. Step into your shoes as the one that is here to empower, honor, and share the vibe of being human with humanity. I anchor the human in humanity. I anchor the human within 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 humanity. Breathe into your heart love, kindness, and compassion. Breathe out gratitude and peace. Breathe into your heart love, kindness, and compassion. And breathe out gratitude and peace. Breathe into your heart love, kindness, and compassion. Breathe out gratitude and peace. Take your hands in front of your heart, rub them against each other. Put them over your eyes. Open your eyes and then take them on top of your head, the back of your head, down your neck, down your shoulders. And just do an energy sweep. And let's share words of celebration. And it's celebrating, the first birthday for our 3 birthday women and the first birthday for all of us as we birth ourselves post the slipstream that just finished. So please go ahead and share it. And we are anchoring the rejoicing vibe as the vibe of celebration on this as we get into flow. So as we step out of the slipstream and 2021 continues, we are starting to anchor the vibe of celebration. This is being added to the post-COVID worldwide vibe. And it's as if we have already started, the music has begun. It's like when there's about to be a really big concert and a huge artist is coming, there is the warm-up acts that begin. And we are beginning that warm-up of celebration. So please go ahead and share those rejoicing and celebration vibes. And birthday girls, birthday women, just take all of that in your stride as you celebrate your being here with us today. Honored to be celebrating this day. Yes. How amazing. We have Helene, Joni, Mary Catherine. Be majestic this day. Celebrate indeed. Joyful, coherent expansion, rejoicing and ok-ness of nature, including the human. Yes. Beautiful. Love, blessings, gratitude, congratulations. Blissfully receive rebirth with so much gratitude. Thank you. Thank you so much. Wow, look at those rays on those lights behind me. Thank you all. Thank you. I will see you on Thursday. Some more stuff coming in. Delicious expression of love. Wow, beautiful. Mina here, celebrating the gift of knowledge of knowing that the stream event and our body cells know how to celebrate what is needed and what is not needed. Yes, delicious expression of love, cheerful first birthday, and magnificence of your gifts, multiplying your gifts, rejoicing and celebrating all of you. First birthday, women dancing around the sun. Yes, I have a unique special photo of sundown in New York. Yes, please share last night, aligning with 42nd Street. We'll share with everyone. Yes, please. Yay. Blessings to all. Much joy to the birthday girls. Indeed. Rejoice in joy. Enjoy in joy. Thank you all. Thank you.